What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Brought to you by the new Pharaoh's Lounge Kickstarter. Doing good. Doing $1,200 less than good because some prick jumped out of a fucking piece. Don't get me started. I hate fucking squatters. You know what I hate more than squatters? Is fucking goddamn NFL head coach. Oh, fuck you, Dan Campbell. What did I ask for in life? A Ravens, Lions, fucking Super Bowl. And here's the worst fucking part, right? Here's the worst part. Here's the worst part of this fucking game here, right? This $15,000 tournament, I won. No, I mean, I win 15,000, but I won my round, came in first place, and I make it to the next round. You think, well, that's great, Farrell, Super Bowl. Chance to win 15 grand, but here's the problem. None of my fucking players made it through. So I won first place for no reason. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Not a fucking thing. I didn't make it to the goddamn stupid fucking goddamn hate fucking best ball. Look at this shit. I had all Browns and fucking Ravens, and both teams lost. So I get to go sit next week during that Super Bowl tournament and watch me not win 15 grand. Oh. So ask yourself that inevitable question, why? Why? Why do this to us? Because again, it's a game and it's a metaphor for life. We are all in life's video game. And that's the justification I say to keep me from having another temper tantrum. I watched it at American Social, a really cool sports bar. There was a lot of hot chicks. I got felt up by a couple of Colombian chicks. I'm actually going to Colombia tomorrow. I'm excited. I'd be more excited if I could win the $1 million. I'm putting 20 lineups in. It's going to be a big one, man. Be 470,000 fucking players in this game. So the only way to really get out of here and make sure you don't get a super tie, McCaffrey's on top. We got to find some sort of fucking. We got to try and figure out who the fuck is going to be this year's Zach Pascal. Zach Pascal caught one fucking pass for like about a lot of, I don't know, a lot of yards. One big play. And that was enough to put 10 people over the finish line that picked Zach Pascal, along with Jalen Hurts, the captain, Mahomes, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Chiefs D, and Zach fucking Pascal. You see, I know that because I was the 11th guy that put Zach Pascal in that combination and pulled him last minute. It's a $50,000 fucking mistake that I have to think about every goddamn day. And it's been a year. And the Chiefs are back in the Super Bowl. Go figure. So we're going to make 20 lineups in the $1 million game. We're going to make 20 lineups in the $3, $100,000 game. I think this is probably going to be a fucking slaughter. I don't see Brock Purdy as a big game fucking quarterback. But look, Trent Dilfer's got a ring. Sometimes you could just get by. George Kittle questionable. When is he not fucking questionable? When is he not spend one goddamn day of his life? See, you know what? The way to win the $1 million in terms of trying to be contrarian is you got to think about burning 50. Hey, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to burn $3 on a Sam Darnold lineup. To me, that's worth 100 grand to burn $3. But I don't know about burning $15. Although a million, if Darnold's in there. I get like talking to Colombian girls. It's never good. It's never good talking to Colombian girls. Always end up spending money. Baby, you sent me a present. You sent me a gift. Yeah, yeah, sure. Well, when they tell you that they're broke, they need to pay their rent, but then like you follow them on Instagram, they're at fucking clubs 7 days a week. Liars. Lying bitch. But they're so goddamn good in bed. So fucking tasty. I say too much? I always say too much. It's what I do. You know, it cracks me up is everybody's been waiting their whole life to be talk show hosts and get around what they say is the typical fucking talk shows, yet every one of them are slaves to the algorithm. I am a slave to no man. However, plenty of females, I'll pay for the privilege. That's a sexual joke, son, and you won't laugh. We got your Chiefs D. You know I got to run the exact same fucking lineup as last time with Mahomes and the Chiefs D, and Purdy a captain, his three receivers, and the fucking yeah, Purdy a captain, the three receivers, Mahomes. Mahomes and the Chiefs team. You got to do it. So somebody's not going to be getting in here. Marquise Valdez scumbag. See, this is the kind of game that Marquise Valdez scumbag would pop the fuck off because no one would take him. And he'd have like the greatest fucking game of his life. You have to think ultra, ultra, super duper contrarian. Otherwise, you're going to super tie, and that's just the same as losing. So I'm thinking like Noah Gray is definitely not going to be a fucking captain in this goddamn. Mecole Hardman, I can't see it. But like somebody like a Darius Tony can all of a sudden, after a year of just mediocre shit play, can just turn it the fuck on in this Super Bowl and just have like the one great game of his life. And you could be the $1 million guy who banks off that. Plus, we got a lot of these fucking six cards. Now, remember, what haunted me right here was the $800 card. The $800 fucking card, which was Zach Pascal last Super Bowl, and right now is Kyle Jusick. Kyle Jusick can score. He has scored. He's got a 2.3 average. He got 5.6 in that last one. He caught a pass. He ran once. They targeted him 3 times, pointed his motherfuckers out there. If the Chiefs are going to be rushing this motherfucker, Juice is going to be in this fucking lineup. Juice is going to be a spoiler. This is the game where Juice steps it up. But in order to do that, first we must read the reports. We must read the tarot cards after I translate the message from this hooker. Yeah. And then I will read the tarot cards. True. Say no problem, baby. God damn it. No problem. Would love to be dirty. God damn it. To be dirty, raw, body. To perhaps. Oh, I love these Medellin girls. Medellin. My parents were in Florida. I'd be in Medellin. All right, top card in the deck. You don't give a fuck about that. Christian McCaffrey. Rushed 20 times for 90 yards and 2 touchdowns while catching 4 of 5 targets for 42 yards in Sunday's NFC Championship win over the Lions. McCaffrey proved why he deserves to be the MVP conversation with an impressive personal effort to will his team into the final round of the playoffs. The dual threat superstar had a pair of rushing touchdowns that helped erase a 17-point deficit at halftime. McCaffrey came a couple of yards short of a third score on a lengthy run in the fourth quarter, but he was slammed on his head and needed to have his neck worked on by the training staff as Elijah Mitchell spelled him for a short score to finish off the drive. McCaffrey seemed to be in good health and sprints during the post-game victory interview, so he should be available on Sunday, February 11th, when the 49ers take on the Chiefs in Las Vegas for the Super Bowl. Which Super Bowl is this now? 53? Ladies and gentlemen, Elijah Mitchell's on the board. Kelly, come here, sweetheart. Kelly, what are you doing? Come here, baby girl. Come here, Rex. Oh, I love you, girl. Hey, Rex. All right, McCaffrey's the top card in the deck. Elijah Mitchell is on the fucking board. Let's do this. Let's look through them all. Who will be the sixth card that could put us over the top and get us that $1 million? It ain't gonna be Matt Bushman. It ain't gonna be Gathings or Winchester. Jody Fortson ain't fucking playing in the Super Bowl. Blake Bell. Blake Bell could be the guy. Remember, he's done one thing, and that was week 1. And that 9.2 points, guess what that 9.2 points did? It made 10 fucking people $110,000 richer. Blake Bell is in the conversation as a number 6 card. I believe the Chiefs ran some fucking 3 tight end sets. I could be mistaken. Ross Dwelly. Braden Willis. Charlie Werner. Now, Charlie Werner is the backup tight end on San Francisco. I'm pretty sure he's the second. Now, he's done shit all year. But again, you know who also did nothing all year and then stepped up in the Super Bowl 2 years ago? 3 years ago, whatever the fuck it was. The Bengals Rams Super Bowl. You know who stepped the fuck up in that game? Bryson Hopkins. Nobody gave a fuck because nobody knew about him, but 6 people said Bryson Hopkins. Those 6 people took home 200 grand. Remember, think, ultra, stupid, doesn't even make sense contrarian. Here's what we know. Kittle is questionable. Charlie Werner. Or Braden Willis. Has this guy got any targets all year? See, obvious would say Charlie Werner. But Charlie Werner's done shit. That's why Charlie Werner is right there with Braden Willis. Charlie Werner caught one fucking pass. Oh yeah, it ain't Charlie Werner's game. But we may think about Braden Willis. Think about, is no one talking about Braden Willis? No, I don't even know who the fuck he is. The man doesn't even have a picture. But that fucking Braden Willis could be in the end zone for a fucking trick play because Charlie Werner sucks. And that fucking Braden Willis could be the guy that makes you $1 million. Could be Ronnie Bell. Bell is inactive for Sunday's NFC Championship game against the Lions. Bell will sit out a second straight game if they're not suiting up for the Niners' divisional round win over the Packers. His last appearance was Week 18 against the Rams when he played 44 snaps, 37 on offense and 7 on special teams, and caught 1 of 5 targets for a 5-yard touchdown. So the man, when he's in the fucking game, he does some damage. He did 10.4 in that fucking Giants game. I know because I took Ray fucking McLeod instead of Ronnie Bell. It was a choice between Ray and Ronnie Bell. I took Ray. Guess what? Ronnie Bell did 10 fucking points. Why? Because I took Ray McLeod. The football gods hate me. Vico Remigio. Washington. Justin Ross. Tay Martin. Danny Day Gray. Willie Snead IV, elevated to the active roster Saturday. Snead signed with the 49ers practice squad December 27th after being let go from the main roster one day earlier. If he's active for Sunday's game against the Lions, it'll be the first time he's suited up since Week 16 against the Ravens. In 4 appearances during the regular season, Snead caught 2 of 3 targets for 14 yards. Willie Snead, ladies and gentlemen, elevated to the active roster. Is Snead ahead of Bell? Let's take a look here. You got Ray's the 4th, Conley's the 5th, Ronnie Bell, and then Gray. Oh, yeah, he's not. What tells you that? Conley's out there though. Did he get any kind of play? I mean, I heard his name called a few times. Yeah, Green Bay. He played against the Rams. He got in that fucking game, but it was all backups. But he didn't do shit against Detroit. However, again, Conley, a $200 man, could be in play. Ray could also be in play, which kind of fucks things up. They're all in play, but none of them did shit against Detroit. So the problem is, like any lineup that you could put McLeod in, you could put fucking Conley in. All these $200 fucking assholes. It's annoying. I took the wrong $200 guy in the Super Bowl, and it was the $800 guy that I should have took because he stood out. My stupidity cost me 50 grand this season. Last year, a year ago. Last year's fucking Super Bowl. Now I gotta sit through the stupid fucking Chiefs again. They gotta cut the stupid fucking Taylor Swift, and they gotta show you Taylor Swift arriving at the fucking Super Bowl. Why? Do we have anything left? Could men just have one masculine fucking thing left in this planet? Apparently we can't. I'm going to start watching Australian rules fucking football. Because with the time difference, it'll be on during the day. And I'll sleep at night. Jordan Mace. I mean, these guys, it's trying to figure out who is going to be the one that pops the fuck off. So again, Richie James. I saw him out there for some plays, but they don't throw to him. All these $200 guys. I mean, he's a $400 guy. 600. Then we got the Juice. The Juice got involved. He's gotten involved before. Juice is going to be the fucking spoiler in this game. You might have to burn $380 fucking dollars figuring that out. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Once again, Clyde Edwards-Helaire fucking rookie card is on the wall. It's got sun damage, so it's worthless. It's there. Kadarius Toney ruled out for the AFC Championship game against the Ravens. Tony practiced in a limited fashion both Thursday and Friday, but he'll still end up missing a sixth consecutive game. In addition to managing the hip issue, Tony will be away from the Chiefs while he awaits the birth of his first child. Justin Watson and Mecole Hardman could continue to see expanded snaps at receiver Sunday, while Tony is unavailable. You know what? Again, this is before the game. This doesn't count. It's inadmissible. I'm not forcing shit in, especially because Mecole Hardman did shit. You suck. Fuck your mother. Noah Gray. So now Kadarius Toney just witnessed the birth of his child. That just caught me. He'll be back. They love drama. So you know Kadarius Toney is getting in that fucking end zone. Why? Because they got to do the whole, the birth of his child, and now, what a week for Kadarius Toney. First he sees the birth of his child, then he scores a touchdown. Fuck off. I hate the fucking NFL commentary. Kadarius Toney keeps his captain chair. For that reason alone, NFL loves drama. Roger Goodell's gonna fucking shot collar Pat Mahomes and say, motherfucker, throw a ball to fucking, toss one over to fucking Toney. Get him in there. Get him in the fucking end zone. He's gonna do it. Ruled out for the championship game. Watson. See, no new news here on Watson. He really hasn't done shit all year. Eli Mitchell, though, for the sole factor that Mitchell can get in this game if McCaffrey gets busted out, he's got to keep a captain's chair. And you got Scantling. Marquise Valdez-Scantling caught both of his targets for 38 yards in Sunday's AFC Championship win over the Ravens. Valdez-Scantling began Kansas City's final offensive drive with just one reception for 6 yards before getting loose over the top for a 32-yard reception that allowed his team to run out the clock and advance to Super Bowl 53. That's now 2 consecutive weeks in which the 29-year-old wideout made clutch receptions to help his team ice playoff victories. Valdez-Scantling will attempt to work his postseason magic as one of superstar quarterback Pat Mahomes' auxiliary options in Las Vegas on Sunday, February 11th. Ladies and gentlemen, Mahomes is on the board. Chiefs D. Juwan Jennings cleared to return to Sunday's game against the Lions. Jennings exited the contest to be evaluated for a head injury, but was cleared shortly thereafter. He'll return to his role as the 49ers' primary slot receiver. Niners D. Butkus. Moody. Moody did 11 points against Detroit. Yeah, all right, he's in there. Hate to say it. Oludokun. 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 Everybody's got some Oludokun. Blaine. Sam Don. Sam fucking Donald. I feel like Sam Donald's got to get a captain's chair. George Kittle said Monday that Kittle will be day-to-day this week due to a toe injury. Kittle had more offensive snaps than any 49ers skilled position player not named Brock Purdy during Sunday's win against the Lions in the NFC Championship game. Having said that, Kittle wasn't utilized much as a pass catcher, as he hauled in just 2 of 3 targets for 27 yards, while Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and Christian McCaffrey dominated Purdy's attention. Kittle now will contend with a health concern as San Francisco prepares for Super Bowl 53 versus the Chiefs, but he'll have nearly 2 weeks to get healthy before that game kicks off Sunday, February 11th. So Purdy is on the board. McCaffrey is on the board. Deebo is on the board. Brandon Ayuk is on the board. It's Ayuk, McCaffrey, Deebo, Purdy. All right, we got 4 new names there. George Kittle. Rashee Rice. 8 receptions for 46 yards in Sunday's win over the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. Rice finished second in receiving for Kansas City behind tight end Travis Kelce, while logging his 5th game of 8-plus receptions dating back to the team's bye in Week 11 of the regular season. The second round rookie actually produced one less yard than he did against the Bills in the AFC divisional round, despite just doubling his reception total from that win. Rice has produced a receiving line of 2022-23, won across 3 playoff games as the Chiefs prepare to face the winner of the NFC Championship game in Las Vegas on Sunday, February 11th. Isaiah Pacheco turned 24 carries into 68 yards and a touchdown while catching all 4 of his targets for 14 yards in Sunday's AFC Championship win over the Ravens. The Chiefs held Pacheco out of most of this week's practice sessions for maintenance after he suffered a minor toe injury in the win over the Bills in the divisional round. The physical running back suited up as expected and set a new high-water mark in touches, as he had just managed 2 weeks prior in the wild-card win over the Dolphins. Pacheco is clearly Kansas City's top backfield option, and seeing the type of workload that reflects that. Those characteristics are what give Pacheco strong fantasy potential, heading into Las Vegas for Super Bowl 53 on Sunday, February the 11th. Fantasy potential. Brandon Ayuk had 3 receptions on 8 targets for 68 yards and a touchdown in Sunday's playoff win over the Lions. Ayuk finished with 3 receptions for the second consecutive playoff game, but he was far more productive this time around compared to the 332 line that he posted against the Packers in the divisional round. The athletic wideout made his mark on the highlight reel when he caught a pass that caromed off both the hands and helmet of a diving Detroit defender before a leaping Ayuk secured it for a 51-yard gain. Impressive. Quarterback Brock Purdy awarded the receiver's efforts with a short touchdown pass just a few plays later. After the game, Ayuk was asked about the absurd catch, to which he credited a ladybug landing on his foot during game warm-ups. The 49ers are hoping to channel more of that luck when the team prepares to face Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs in Super Bowl 53 on Sunday, February the 11th. 2 for Mahomes, 2 for Purdy. Deebo Samuel corralled 8 of 9 targets for 89 yards and rushed 3 times for 7 yards in Sunday's win over the Lions in the NFC Championship game. Samuel looked like his usual self on the field after being knocked out of last week's divisional round win early with a shoulder injury. The versatile playmaker didn't experience much success out of the backfield, but he led the 49ers in receiving en route to victory. Now healthy, Samuel figures to be one of several featured weapons San Francisco throws at Kansas City's tough defense in Super Bowl 53 Sunday, February the 11th. Chiefs D on the board. Brock Purdy completed 20 of 31 pass attempts for 267 yards, a touchdown and an interception in Sunday's win over Detroit in the NFC Championship game. Purdy put his athleticism on display with 5 rushing attempts for 48 yards, with his biggest scramble of 21 yards coming in the 3rd down in the 4th quarter to help San Francisco secure victory. He overcame an ugly pick in the first half to rally his team back from a 17-point deficit coming out of the half. The last pick in last year's draft has now produced 2 comeback victories in the playoffs to lift the 49ers to the Super Bowl. Purdy can continue disapproving any remaining doubters with a win over the Chiefs on Sunday, February 11th, in the final game of the 2023 season. Goddamn Brock Purdy. Travis Kelce hauled in 11 of his targets on Sunday for 116 yards and a touchdown in the Chiefs' win over the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. Kelce hit the ground running with 3 receptions, including a 19-yard touchdown on the Chiefs' first offensive possession Sunday. The star tight end would team up with Pat Mahomes 8 more times as the teammates proceeded to systematically dissect one of the top-rated defenses in the league. Kansas City's defense flexed its own muscles to close out this low-scoring victory and send Kelce and company to Las Vegas to the chance to face either the Lions or the 49ers on Sunday. That's 2 for the Chiefs D. That's 3 for Mahomes. Did they mention the Chiefs D and Brock Purdy? Okay, yeah, he's playing the Chiefs. They didn't mention the Chiefs D. And finally, Pat Mahomes completed 30 of 39 pass attempts for 241 yards and a touchdown while rushing 6 times for 15 yards in Sunday's win over the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. Pat Mahomes got things cooking early with a 19-yard touchdown pass to Travis Kelce on the Chiefs' opening drive Sunday. And it would be the only trip to the end zone for the superstar duo in playoff matchup that was decided by Kansas City's defense. Mahomes did his part, completing 77% of his passes and going 8 for 18 on 3rd down, The two-time Super Bowl champion has his sights set on the third Lombardi Trophy when the Chiefs take on the winner of Sunday's NFC Championship game in Las Vegas. The defense. Kansas City's defense. One for Kelsey. Ladies and gentlemen, we count up the votes here. 3 for Mahomes, 3 for the Chiefs D, 1 for Kelsey, 1 for Mitchell, 2 for Purdy, 1 for McCaffrey, 1 for Debo, 1 for Ayuk. Guess what we're fucking doing? Mahomes, Purdy, Chiefs D. Let's go across the board, take care of that first. Mahomes, Purdy, and we go from there. Chiefs D. All right, so our first 3 cards in these lineup decks. Mahomes, Purdy, and the Chiefs D. So if you're playing along at home, oh, good God. Ooh, it's so good. I don't even know what the hell that sounds like, but I know when it translates, it's going to be naughty. All right, Kelsey, Mahomes, Purdy, Chiefs D. Purdy, Mahomes, and the Chiefs D. Kai, what you doing, girl? Mahomes, Purdy, and the Chiefs D. What are you doing, girl? What you doing? You, Purdy, Mahomes, and the Chiefs D. I know it can be a little monotonous, but we only got 20 lineups, so fucking be patient. Mahomes, Purdy, and the Chiefs D. What are you doing, girl? Mahomes, Purdy, and the Chiefs D. Don't forget the Chiefs D. Kittle, of course, he'll be healed by the time this fucking game takes place. Mahomes, Purdy, the Chiefs a D. Are you a good girl? Is you a good girl, Kai? I love you, Kai. Who's a good girl? Moody, yeah, Moody can get a captain's chair. He ain't gonna be low. He gonna be low fucking owned. Mahomes, Purdy, Chiefs D. Harrison Butker, he's worth the captain's chair. Mahomes, Purdy, Chiefs D. Niners defense. Well, that could be interesting. Mahomes, Purdy. The Niners defense will be very low owned. Chiefs D. Juwan Jennings, he deserves a captain's chair. Mahomes, Purdy, Chiefs D. Chiefs D. Mahomes and Purdy. Valdez Scantling, unfortunately, he's been making a couple of plays in there. He keeps the captain's chair. Mahomes, Purdy, and the Chiefs D. Eli Mitchell, yes, McCaffrey can get beat up. So Mahomes, Purdy, and the Chiefs D. Then we get to these last 4. Justin Watson, I mean, has Justin Watson done a fucking thing all year? 13 points against Vegas, 16 against Philly. All right, fuck me. God damn, you better fucking do something in this game, Mahomes, Purdy, Chiefs D. Noah Gray, yeah, Gray can go. We're gonna do the Super Bowl lineup from last year, which would give us Purdy at captain, Mahomes, and the Chiefs D. Question is, can we get Samuel and Ayuk? I don't think we're getting Juwan James. Oh, we just missed Juwan Jennings, but we can get Eli Mitchell because we have no McCaffrey in this lineup. So Eli Mitchell can come in and vulture a touchdown. That's a fucking lineup right there, motherfuckers. That's a fucking lineup. You know, I got to do my Mahomes slaughter stat because I stare at it every fucking day on my wall. And me, Cole Harmon ain't getting in that fucking end zone. So Mahomes a captain. Now the original lineup would be Kelsey, Hardman, and Allaire. But I mean, come on, really? Edwards, Allaire? Is that what we're doing? And who's the kick returner for the Niners? But I'm thinking we replace. We replace Allaire with Pacheco. We replace Hardman with Rice. There will be no McCaffrey. And I'm thinking the only player we're going to take on San Francisco is Juice. Leaving me 75 for Kittle if I want him. There's no more Chiefs up here. Sam Darnold, no. Butker. Yeah. It's an unorthodox lineup if the Chiefs just come out fucking firing. Right. Kadarius Tony, yeah, he has to keep it just because he had a kid. For the simple fact that he had a kid, the NFL loves a good dramatic story. So Mahomes, Purdy, and the Chiefs D. We got two lineups in the bag so far. Let's get back over here. 8 grand. McCaffrey's already in the captain's chair. So if we took $200 guy, so we can't get Pacheco, which really fucking chaps my ass. Shut off. Fuck. Can't get fucking goddamn you. But we can get Rice. I'm down with Rice. $400 left. She Rice, Richie James Jr. Whoa. Okay. Remember, Richie James came up big in one fucking game. This could be his game. He is the return man, too. So that's a lineup in the books. It really comes down to do you want to fade McCaffrey? Just go for the ultimate contrarian because you have McCaffrey here. If you go here, I don't think you can get McCaffrey and Kelsey. So if you take McCaffrey, you can get Pacheco. You go McCaffrey, Pacheco, and you have enough left over for Jordan Mason, Richie James again. If you take Kelsey and Rice, you got enough left for Watson. Huh. Interesting. You got to ask yourself: will the Niners be ready for Travis Kelsey? Will they be? Will they take him out of the fucking game? This is a tough call. Let's say you go McCaffrey. Yeah, you're not getting both. Let's say you go Kelsey. Can you get rid of the Chiefs D, right? Just for the fuck of it, let's play around here. And then you go Hardman, right? Or even Tony. Take fucking Tony. Or take Allaire. Take Clyde Edwards-Alaire. Fuck Kadarius Tony. Clyde Edwards-Alaire is the backup fucking running back. Enough left over for Richie James. I almost think we got to run two. Mahomes, Purdy, Allaire, McCaffrey, Kelsey, James. Yeah, that's solid. That works. Let's drop somebody and do another Mahomes with keeping the Chiefs D. Or we can save that for the $3 games. We can do that too. We'll come back for the $3 games. All right. So now we got here. We're not getting. Like I said, you can get McCaffrey if you drop the Chiefs D. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to take Pacheco. And Justin Moore. Ooh, Noah Gray there too, though. Fuck me. I heard Noah Gray's name come up a lot more than fucking Justin Watson. So I'm going to Kadarius Tony sitting right fucking there. Oh, god damn it. Noah Gray. Noah Gray's name was called a lot more. All right, so now we can get McCaffrey here if you really want him. I believe we get McCaffrey and Pacheco with a G left over for the juice. This is one of those situations where you take McCaffrey and a $200 punt, or you can take Kelsey and a $2,000 punt. Well, this is it's one of those situations where, or you can take Pacheco, Pacheco and Scantling. Yes, I'm trying to think as contrarian as I possibly can, which might mean just taking a risk and avoiding McCaffrey and even fucking Kelsey, because you're telling yourself everybody and their mother's taking them. Go down to Pacheco, giving us 48. I'm going to do that. I'm going Pacheco. Chiefs D, Niners D, all there. I want to go as crazy, as contrarian as I possibly fucking can. Pacheco's already in there. So if we go McCaffrey, we get 2 grand left over. If we go Kelsey, we got 38. You got Kelsey and Scantling. Are we telling ourselves that the Chiefs D is going to be able to shut down Christian McCaffrey? That Kelsey's going to go off because his girlfriend's watching. If we fade Pacheco, I mean, if we fade McCaffrey, we're taking Mitchell. Fuck it. This is not a 49 a time. And you got Rice in here. And I'm a Pacheco fan. I'm taking Pacheco over because I can't choose between McCaffrey and Kelsey. I'm eliminating them both, and I'm taking Pacheco with Kittle right underneath. Contrarian. Think contrarian. Pacheco. 84 left over for Rice. Yes. Done. All right. Moody. Pacheco. With enough left over for Mr. Kelsey. Yes, get your ass in that fucking lineup, pal. If Jake Moody has the game of his life, we're golden. Harrison Butker. Pacheco. And Kelsey. Oh, shit. We're going to be doing this for a little bit, then we'll get our way up to McCaffrey and Pacheco. Liking where this is going, ladies and gentlemen. The 49ers. Chiefs D is already in there. Let's take Pacheco. Actually, in this particular situation, the Niners D is kicking ass. And maybe we need McCaffrey to back it up. With enough left over for Mr. Kittle. I dig it. That's a Niners D fucking dominant lineup, so we're going to need McCaffrey over there. Rock and roll. All right, 20 G's. Can we get them both? Oh, yeah, shit. Look at that. Pacheco and McCaffrey. Look at that. Look at that shit. It's done. Jennings has a big game. We're golden. Chiefs D, along with Pacheco. If it's the Chiefs D, McCaffrey's doing shit. So we're going Kelsey with Butker to cap it. We're taking Brock Purdy to play the game of his life but come up short. And the Chiefs to dominate, yes. So, McCaffrey. You can get Samuel if you wanted him. We want Pacheco. Cool. Rock on with your bad self. All right, first we take McCaffrey. And we're still sticking with Pacheco. So I can't decide between Samuel or Ayuk. The problem is you take Samuel, Ayuk goes off. You take Ayuk, Samuel goes off. So any lineups where you're gonna be putting them, you gotta play the variant. Ugh, Justin fucking Watson. I can't do this. I mean, but he could. You got to think. Oh, wait, we can get Kelsey here. So get Kelsey. Do it up. And then finally, get Darius fucking Tony, McCaffrey, and Kelsey. So saith the shepherd. So saith the flock. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 20 lineups. May fate and fate decide your fortune if you should win. Blow your money right here on the new Pharaoh's Lounge Kickstarter. It's a wonderful thing. It's a happening. Peace, love, war. We'll be back as more news comes.